Greetings, traveler.
Well, somebody asked me to buy 3 packs yesterday because we had like 58, 300, and I'm like, don't worry, we'll get up to 59 soon enough. I have a good mage deck running. Alright. Let's just high roll the pally, boys. Alright, so what's my main concern right now? My main concern is like super tanking the win rate. So I think we draft a somewhat safe-ish, just go for curve. And I will worry about the win conditions later, right? I will worry about silver swords and all that later. So I'm just gonna go for curve, do paladin things. Like you can take this, right? Yeah, in this pack for sure. But this is already a win condition more like, but it just means we can draft low and not care. Ooh, Favor was extremely good in my run. I think I still pick it here, even though Archer would be decent curve. So, Fungal and Favor. Honestly, that's looking pretty good. They're pretty cheap, right? They're pretty cheap when it comes to win conditions, right? We didn't have to pay much to get either of these. Sound the Bells is good, but we'll pick Rock here, I think, because you already have your Fungal, you already have your Divine Favor, and like I said, I just want curve right now, just to make sure we're on the board. I'm not gonna play League, Mr. Memory now. It's I'm just so bad at it. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy being super bad at it. Not even for all time's sake, man. Like, it's very hard for me. It's very confronting. The Banshee. Curve, baby, curve. Curve, baby, curve. Yeah, Necro's still pretty good. It combos really nicely with both the Fungal and the Rock. I don't love Blessing of Might. I've been okay with Redemption lately, but I have been picking decks that go really well with it. You could still go with the Zealot here. You have Fungalmancer, which is kind of nice for it. Maybe you could be try drafting midrange and aggro. I never really draft aggro, Pally. It just looks that way, but all the early game is there for defense, not for offense. Most of my decks are a bit slower for Pally, because you still go for the Steed, you still go for the Silver Sword and stuff. I think it's Redemption for me. Like, Secrets also mess people up, right? And if you get this with the 1-1, it's really nice. Okay. Just curve here. Another Lone or a Pixie. I'm leaning Pixie because she's a bit more flexible when it comes to developing when you're already on the board. Plus, she trades fairly, you know, she's just a Spider Tank. Spider Tanks are great. Spider Tank. Ooh, Spider. Here I could see the Steed. We'll see. Vine Cleaver's been so incredibly amazing for me that I think I'll still pick it. I just need to make sure I draft a safe deck. And we're kind of looking to get there right now. Like, we have 2 good 3s, we have 4s, we have 5s. We'll just need to land early game. This one's actually, it's pretty difficult still though. Oh, you pick the 4-mana card that removes cards? Yeah, read the Banshee command. 4-mana 5/5s are insanely good. The fact that she mills cards only matters if you actually hit fatigue. Golden Steed looks amazing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, but so much changes, Havocash, right? So much changes. I also had bad runs because I wasn't on the board. It's just why Paladin isn't as good as it was before right now, is you can't reliably do both. I'm still gonna trust in Divine Cleaver. It's been so fucking good for me every time. Alright. I'm not 100% on the Silver Sword yet. Argent Commander is just nice and safe and good. The Paladin that went 8, I skipped 2 Silver Swords. Somewhat regretted it, but not really. But then the runs with Collins, I picked Silver Swords and it didn't end up doing anything. I just got curved by people. Let me have a look. What were those last runs? Yeah, it was really weird. Felt like we just got curved by people. Yeah, the milling is advantageous, but it's kind of weird. I think this early on it's still Commander. You could play League at like 800 DPI, right, Mr. Memory? Maybe like even a bit less. Where can I find your 12-win deck list? Well, usually they're up on YouTube, but most of them are just in my deck tracker here. So don't hack me, please. I think we were going for safe, right? If we're going for safe, I think it's just Commander. Nice and safe. Sword is so broken. Oh, man, it's like when it's in your hand and you're dying, it's really not broken, right? I picked Argent last time, and it was still really good. Probably just a 2. Sludge is good, but I already have 2 5s. And I'm Pally. I'm super dependent on hitting the board. Humility I don't hate. It's fine. The others are not fine. Lights Justice, my boy? I think so. Had a pretty good run with Creeper and the aggro rogue. And Sound the Bells are good, but not really Lights Justice good. Swamp Ooze I'll take though. Absolutely. Feels like Swamp Ooze is free every time. It's just so good. Heroism for the cycle or Death Speaker. Don't need Equality, I think. We already have Humility and we might pick up a Conviction later. Is there any cool Death Speaker synergy? Like Fungal is pretty good with it, the stats. We have the Pixie. Is Sound the Bells a bad card? No, absolutely not. I love Sound the Bells, but I want to draft safe, and I currently have 2 things to play on turn 4 already, and I already have Fungalmancer, which is kind of dependent on me having the board. Because I don't think Paladin's like amazing right now, and I think you can very easily whiff your Paladin run if you're too focused on buffing. So I just want to fix my curve first, and if I then end up with good buffs as well, so be it. But I'm not going for the buffs first, I'm going for the curve first. I don't hate the speaker, but I think it's somewhat close, because the cycle on the Potion of Heroism is pretty darn useful. But we'll go with the Death Speaker. Just because it also gives you a body to play on 3, it's like a tiny bit safer. I think the Valkyr here is a perfect example of, you know, overdrafting those effects. I think you definitely go with the Squire for the safe side. Just make sure you hit your curve. Frost Elemental would be okay. Brewmaster is a bit counterintuitive for Pally. Wasp is okay as well. We have Death Speaker Wasp, which is good. Fungalmancer Wasp, which is a bit weird. Frost Alley can help you survive as well. And it puts a bit more beef in your deck. I like the Frosty. Not liking the Hydra. I think it's just Beetle. Helps you survive a bit. It's a 2-3 in Paladin, which I like more than 3-2s, because it combos nicely with your Justice, your Hero Power. It's better with Fungal. Just pick some curve. Lord of the Arena or Hand of Protection. I'll pick Lord. It just means that I'm not too afraid of running out of things. It's also a taunt minion, right? It helps. Do we have any Light Fused Stegodon synergy currently? We have a Vine Cleaver. Do you have any Muck Hunter synergy? I have a Light's Justice, which could be okay. I think for me it's the Stegodon, but it's kind of close. It could be the Piper. I don't think it's the Muck. Like, I want a good defensive card here. I want a good curve card, but we don't have that option, so I think I should go for the higher upside of the Stegodon. Maybe Piper just pulling a minion out of your deck is good enough. Oh, thank you guys. Is safe a better overall strategy? Don't you end up with a lower power level? Not necessarily, because if you curve right now, you're going to do well. The meta is really curve oriented at the moment. The Piper's performed fairly well in my Rogue deck, but that's Rogue. Piper is unconditional. Yeah, but it's still a 4-mana 3-3, so if you want a tempo, the 4-mana 3-4, you know, it's a tiny bit better. Plus, if you hit one dude, it's also more tempo. So I'm talking tempo here, because I'm kind of feeling that the deck is doing okay on value. We have 3 6s, we have Vine Cleaver, 2 5s, 2 good 5s, 2 good 4s, and the Vine Favor. So I think I want the card that has higher tempo than the card that has higher value. Get Down or Dark Scale? Dark Scale's okay. Really mid-rangey Pally. Stonehill is strong, and we really need a little bit more early. But I don't think the Maul is early enough to pick over Stonehill. I think you just pick this to try and carry you. That's unfortunate. This might just be a 3-mana 3-3. Yeah, I'm quite certain it's just a 3-mana 3-3. We don't need the 5, and we need the 3. Bloodworm's okay, but I think it's Zealot. We have Redemption for the Zealots. We have Fungalmancer for the Zealot. Might be Hive Queen, but probably not. How do you feel about Venomancer? I don't think it's a great card. I like the Taunt variant much more. Dorian, Divine Favor? Yeah, too memey. I just want to be on the board. Yeah, I like the Zealot more. Also combos nicely with Light's Justice.
Calm down, I'm a doctor!
Naseg, what up, man? Thanks so much for the sub. Good to have you, man. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you for the support. Why not the Cycle? Because you lose a lot of tempo with it. It's a 2-mana 1-1. And I needed something to play on turn 3. Another Light's Justice or a Brewer. I think we're quite happy with another Light's Justice for our deck. I think we have enough value. Just be on the board. Tanglefer looks excellent. We need another 3. And this gives you another 2 to play on 4. Ooh, the double Light's Justice Henge Clan Thug deck, eh? Sign me up. Something to cheese some wins. Monkassar, sign me up, baby. It's probably just abusive. We have Squire. We have Zealot. Nothing else extraordinary. Oh, I guess Lone, right? Ooh, baby. Is that a Righteous Protector? We have Redemption. We have Abusive. We have Fungalmancer. What is it looking like right now? Yeah, that'd be our fourth one. What's the threes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Threes are enough. Oh, and that's great, that's great. Because I think the Silver Sword over the Argent would have been better had we not hit another good value card here. I think now we're fine. Now I think I'm genuinely happier with the Commander. Because you just want a low curve, you just want to make sure you don't die. Because that's how you lose with Paladin, right? You don't have the board and nothing works and eh. Whereas now it looks like we're good. Alright, so decent Paladin, right? Love having the favor. It's a super, super underrated card by the system right now. Curve seems really light even for a Pally. See, you say that, right? But is it really? Let's see. Vine Cleaver's a bomb. We have 3 6s, 3 5s, 2 good 4s, 2 Stonehills for value, Divine Favor for value. I think most people just draft shit like too heavy, man. Like, I like picking up some of the mid-range things, right? I love having the Banshee, I love having the Rock, I love having the Fungal. But I don't think this curve is anywhere near too light, but we'll see. Maybe I haven't Paladin in a while, right? Maybe I'm a bit out of touch with how you're supposed to play it. It's all possible. How did the Matron end? We secured the 12 after somebody MC teched our Lich King. Feels bad, man. Coin the Sun Fury. It's quite powerful. Lights Justice into coin 3s is also good, and you get to taunt later. Looks like our opponent kept 3 cards. If our opponent plays a 3-2 and we coin Sun Fury... Yeah. This is fine. Coin Sun Fury is quite good, because you can go like Abusive and Lights Justice onto. But not if it's a 3-2. Oof. Is that a full keep, or did my thing bug out? That don't look like a full keep to me. Pixie here. No need to give him the 2 yet. Very good. Hey, Xylem. Morning, morning. What did we pick in the Argent Righteous? We picked the Righteous one. We picked the Righteous Protector. My god, my man, you're gonna have to play cards at some point. Like, I'm afraid of giving him a card, but surely he's going to have something on 4, right? Okay, not the worst. Please show me that you had a 2, and that you just want to hero power and play the 2 in the same turn, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Streamer server. I can't deny.
Wanna blow something up?
I'll give him MC tech if he really wants it, honestly. It's fine. We'll give him hounds into this. Wait, how much do I have? 12, 14, no. Stonehill, not this game. It's too early, my man. Oh man, I like winner. There's no bugs. You want to try adding him, guys? Like, respectfully asking why he wasn't playing things.
For justice.
I'm gonna try.
Uther versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. I will fight with
This doesn't feel like a Zealot Keep. If you have a 1-drop, I think it's a Zealot Keep. But 1 into hero power is more than fine. That's a 1. Ooh. That's a thug, baby. Did someone suggest summoning Stein?
I must move quickly.
Good morning, Cosmin. Shady's Kings. Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Sorry for the slow pace, guys. But picking up the pace once I'm done stretching. Because, you know, you guys are so used to me playing at lightning speed. I get this can be very confusing. For those of you who don't know what I'm doing, I'm stretching my forearms, my wrists. Alright, let's check him.
For justice.
Ooh. So it's not an upgraded spellstone. Oh my god, this is such a sick curve. See me curving. Man, that's disgusting. That's 2 5/5s on turn 5. One of them with upside. Holy shit. On turn 4. 2 5/5s turn 5 isn't that crazy. 2 5/5s turn 4 is insane. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Last one, guys. Then we all good. Dude, the rock on 5 as well. Feels good, man. Oh my god.
Let me think.
Okay. Whew. I'll fix the camera in just a moment. I have a fungal. I should worry where I put things.
My will is not my own.
Stretching is shown to have no benefits. Well, it makes me feel real good, Franstal. So that's enough benefit for me. Like, it legit, like, when my wrists start hurting and I stretch them out, like, the pain is gone, so. That, and it's a small little break, right? Can all use a break sometimes, guys. Going in, boys. Makes him feel good because he thinks it works. I got you, my man. I got you. Who says anything about muscle soreness? Are you familiar with my condition or not at all, Franstal? Oh, we can give him a minion and steal more. Oh, that's... Oh no, I get the minion too.
Let me think.
We're gonna favor this round, right?
A stranger will offer you aid.
Feels good, man.
For justice. I must safeguard the land.
GG earlier. Felt a bit dearly going nut oak hard into winning the MC Tech flip. Wait, let me ban you. Get out of my channel. I went for the memes and you punished me. The stream hates you now, man. Gotta be honest. I'll never go for memes again. Scarred for life. Man, he's gaining so much armor. Should we play a bit more? Like, the fungal happens here. Mushroom power! Still no card counter? It's there, yeah, Gambler. It's just over here. Like, it's behind to add. So I don't want to move things. But I can see it. You just can't.
Let me think. For justice, I must move quickly.
I hate to sound rude, but some of these wrist exercises are a bit of a stretch. That's hilarious, my man.
Let me think.
It's not just MC Tech, it's also Plague.
For justice.
One off because we didn't develop. I'm okay if we win. Why not freeze? You mean to play around the plague? Silence means he can kill our 5/5 though. And if he plagues here, it's fine. Plus, I don't necessarily think he's got plague. I think plague last turn was safer than Devilsaur.
The scourge will devour all.
Ooh.
I must safeguard the land.
Hey, he did have a silence. Hey, he got that too. Nice.
Well played. I can see.
For you to say stretching has no benefit, like how do you think people get more flexible?
I will
Right? Just to point, you know, just to open up that line of thinking. If you go like stretching is absolutely no benefit whatsoever, it's like sure, man, tell that to the people who get more flexible because they're stretching, right? So I think you just took a very specific application of that and you put that on everything that encompasses the thing you were talking about, which people do all the time, and yeah, it's not great. Post-exercise muscle soreness. Yup. It's kind of weird. Keep on the loan's a bit weird. I will see.
I'll never tell.
No longer weird. Punish him for the snuffle snout, boys. Punish him. Gotcha, gasm. If we play the righteous, he's gonna dagger kill it, so. Not bad, abusive. Worked out. Where am I going to put the Necro? It's always going to be a bit weird. Here's fine. But it does look like the fungal will go off on curve, which is nice.
Enter the shadows.
Not even hitting the bubble, eh? Ooh. That's actually pretty nice. Do we do that or not? Probably not even, right? But let's see. He goes in, this is on 2. One of the ones going back in is nice. Get a 3-2 and a 1-1 instead of 2-4 and 2 1-1s. I have another 1 here. I should probably ooze. Fan is too good otherwise. Honestly, it's close to the same. But what about cheap shot, guys? What about cheap shot? Oh my god. Oh man, Paladin, rogues, they can deal with anything, man. The mushroom power is not even that good now. You play it, you trade 1, you push 3, kills your guy, you have a 3-3. The other one is double trade. Play a dark scale, or go fungal and or go tangle fur into kills your 2. You keep it 3/4. We can do better with fungal. We can do better with fungal.
A stranger will offer you aid.
I don't think you get overly greedy, but I might just hero power here. Not necessarily because I want to hold on to it for Echo, but because his weapon already deals 2. Yeah, like he's gonna kill it anyway. Nobody tell Collins. Could just necro taunt some stuff. You could freeze his face, but then he'll just 3 kills. You could triple Ghost Light. I don't think that's better than this. Because you want to set up for fungal next turn, right?
The future is now.
I want to keep the 2/4 safe.
The dark path is my destiny. Shield up.
Welcome to my web.
I don't know, Camel, right? I don't see your list, so... You know as well as me that it could be either. Okay, that's a really good Fungomancer. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. The patience paid off. Still just fine with a hero power. At this point, we can play it safe. Yep. I dodged it yesterday, but now we're back to turn 1, turn 2. I'd say pick the Banshee if you need it, otherwise the Stormwind. Camel. That's my best advice without seeing the deck. And you know if you need it or not, right? Oh my god. Pretty lucky, eh, chat? Pretty lucky. So we can go bop, bop, bop. Even with this versus the weapon.
Let me think.
I feel like this always happens. Could also just trade here, freeze and play a cold light. But he can interact with the freeze, it's harder for him to interact with the weapon.
For justice, a battle. Reporting for duty.
Okay. Alright. Sunwalker's so good against Mind Cleaver. It's really nice for him. Good thing we're healthy enough that it's not like immediately gonna cost us the game. I might just go triple cold light here. Okay. Just to get stuff on board, right? 3, 6 things on board. The other one is to freeze here, which is super reasonable as well.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
What do you freeze? You freeze the Sunwalker. But then if he, like, you know, hard removes the Frost Alley, do I just lose? I play Tyrion. I think I'll play the Cold Lights now and then freeze next turn and then Tyrion. That's kind of what it's feeling like. Like, barring Primordial, Drake, and whatever, I think this is better. Okay, it's not Primordial. It's good. Oh my god, he's respecting the Silver Sword so much. This is amazing for us. I don't think you can do that if you're him. That's too much respect. You need to try and win the game. I'm just gonna go double 5s here. There's no need to freeze, because he didn't hit our face. Yeah, that's so bad what he did. For him, right? Like, we get to really set up now. We get to test removal with the rock. This fucking card, man. It's so rigged. Like, how long did that take for him to get all 3? Like, not long enough. No, there's a Valspine. He's still trading, that's insane. Ooh. That's too good if I hit poison here, right? Because the Tyrion, like, yeah. Am I dead? Not with the freeze, right? 12. Yeah, I'm not dead, so. Gotta try. Oh, my boy. Who wanted the Piper?
Well played.
Alright. Give him a bunch of cards in favor. Right? No. Get rid of that nasty cheat. Oh man. Could have drawn a Squire instead, yo.
You will be missed.
He threw that. I think he had it.
Uther versus Mael.
None can escape my fury.
I will fight with honor.
I want to say that Vine Cleaver did more there than the Steed would have. You could keep this. It's a bit unambitious though. With the Double Lights Justice in there, throwing this is tempting. But you have 2 4-drops only. And this is a decent curve, so... 1, 2, 3, 4 ones though. Ooh. Tough decision to make here. I think we keep it. The leaderboard spreadsheet is still missing the 12. Yep. Yeah, oh my god. Guys, why just not get lucky? I don't know why all these people complaining just don't get lucky. It solves everything. I can definitely recommend getting lucky. Hey, we're over 8. Feels good, man. Coming for you, Collins. Coming for you. Hearthstone at its finest. Is Paladin still a solid pick? It's up there. It's up there. Honestly, I think Burn Mage is the most solid right now. But Paladin, Rogue, Mage, Druid, Warlock, that's kind of the classes that are up there. Right? Get lucky. Not again. I hate this card, man. I don't get how they pick it though, because it's like, it's next to Valspine. It's next to Backstab. Like, it's quite insane that they picked that card. Alright, we need to figure out our Fungalmancer positioning. The Thug's gonna die. So this over here seems okay. Then 1/1 can go back in, then we can buff either side.
Dark path is my destiny.
Whew. Dodged it, boys. Not turn 1 this time. Feels good. Oh, he's got MC Tech? That's an MC Tech trade. That's 100% an MC Tech trade. Feels teched, man. Alright. He even screwed up my positioning. The genius. Alright, what are we doing? Fungal or Rock? We could, so play number 1 is Rock and have a 4/7 against the 2/4, which is fine. Play number 2 is Fungal, which has to probably be better. We could just sack the 1/1, but I could also fungal the... I could fungal the Beetle and the 1/1 and trade, which would leave me with a 4/3 and a 2/2 on an empty board. That's significantly better against Rogue than a fungal. Than a Rock, right? So I do like this here. And just trade off the 3s and kill the 4. I might even push some face. Probably not though. Paladin versus Rogue. It's pretty dangerous. It's pretty sick that we're ahead on board after MC Tech. Not by that much. But this is typically better than turn 5 development. Right?
Give me a quest.
Okay. There's no need to proc it. I don't have to rock here though. I probably will, but I don't have to. It's because next turn we can do these.
Let me think.
You can use the Zealot here and take 1, keep your guy. Don't damage your rock. So dangerous with those spiders in the deck, man.
I wonder.
Perditions? What? Oh, I guess he's like, you can't kill both, buddy. That's fair.
Let me think.
Playing the ooze is a bit scary, but I think you do it. 2 extra power is significant, I feel.
Think.
Could already be significant here. We're okay with that. You're not gonna trade, buddy? He's not gonna trade. Interesting that he didn't trade. He still has the 2, right? That we gave him, yeah.
The dark path is my destiny.
Oh, sure. Mill 9, draw 3. 6 cards left in deck. That's worth, right?
Let me think.
I think we drew Divine Cleaver, right? Hey, that's how we roll, baby. Just Banshee is a Vine Cleaver delivery girl here.
The future is
He was just getting the good stuff to us there, guys. Getting both Stonehill and Vine Cleaver, that's insane. Banshee doing a thing.
I wonder.
And people don't like milling cards. I don't get it. How low could this go? If Banshee got rid of Vine Cleaver, then what? Do we lose? Do we get destroyed? Are we hopelessly behind on board? And 1. And a 2. And a 3. And a hit. And GG.
Uther versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
I will fight with honor.
Oh, no. You just keep this, right? Protector on 1, Justice on 2, Thug on 3. That's pretty disgusting. Let's get lucky. Let's get lucky, chat. Feels good, man. This is a feels good, man, chat now.
But we will fight.
Hey, Troublesome Out. Can't complain, can't complain. Finished that sick burn mage at 12 and now got a pretty decent paladin going. Stop abusing Henge Clan. Well, I mean, I can't help it, man. If they give it to me, I gotta use it.
For justice.
Repent.
You missed 1 buff on the Thug, but Yeah, for all we know, he doesn't even make it through the turn. So totem, totem. Let's go. Frost Chuck pass, eh? I am a fan.
For justice.
That's why we pre-hit. The lack of force would hurt this deck. Well, that's why we went out of our way to get the Banshee and the Necro, right? And we have some 2s and like it depends a bit. It depends a bit. Sometimes you can just tempo the stag, usually you don't. The Tangle Fur is kind of like a 4, right? Because you tangle on 3 and then you can 2-drop Dude on 4. So it's cool. Have you read my guide, Samurai? If you want to play Arena and you're not familiar with it, read up on the fundamentals there on how to improve. That should give you a boost at the start. It was written in KFT though, so it's in the spirit of that meta. But a lot of it is not meta related. But some of the examples are.
Speak your piece.
Oh, I am drawing a lot of my early game, you're absolutely right. But that's also because we drafted a lot of it, right? Ooh, baby. Full tempo. I like it.
The light dims.
For justice.
We fight.
We're Thug healthy here, behind the taunts. I even put it in the middle for Avalanche so it doesn't take damage. Are you saying I shouldn't play around the turn 7 Bone Mare anymore? Sounds a little crazy, Shady. Hit into the shield. Could be a setup for Volcano. So 6. Then like if we leave the totem up, it's 1 less damage, but I think we're always there, right? So 10, 17, 18. We can kill the totem if we like. Avalanche. Freeze here, deal 3. Freeze here. I'll take out the totem.
For justice.
I wouldn't take out a healing totem. That's pretty nasty, Al. But... those smork priests these days. No shame. Yup. Let the thug live. Macarena. The thug was actually pretty likely to live there, but so was the rock. Like one of the two had to live, pretty much.
For justice.
Fire Rally here with his 4 mana he has. Fine. I'm not gonna well play them just because it gets you there. Probably not all the way to 12, but yeah.
I will fight with honor. I will command the light.
Pally v Pally, okay. Here it's crucial we hit a good one, so I'm gonna hard mull. And we hit Redemption, which is better than nothing. But Light's Justice or Righteous Protector, even Argent Squire, right? Those are the ones we were looking for. This looks like a very awkward hand so far. But hey, we did what we could. We hard mulled, not much to do to it. The Thug seems like a pretty decent card. Yeah, it really shouldn't. It has no place in Arena. It's a really stupid card. Just wins games on its own. I happen to have 2 Lights Justice, which is a thing that happens a lot because I pretty much always pick the first Justice, and I usually still pick the second Justice. So I get to do the Thug thing in Paladin quite often. I do the Thug thing in Paladin more than in Rogue. I don't know how or why. Maybe I just get Thug offered more in Pally, but I always have Lights Justice if I get them offered. Don't skip them, so.
Let the pain speak to me.
Well, there's one of them. Unfortunately, our opponent is going to go completely insane here. I'm going to have to give him 3 cards, but at least for favor we can catch up at some point. Because you could not hit his Acolyte, but it's just not going to improve your situation. He's going to think we're insane. But I just don't have another option, which is ridiculous. Like I said, at least with the favor we can kind of recover a bit on that card disadvantage. It's just in the options, Cosmin. This has got to be one of the best Acolytes of Pain. Slayer of Dudes and Lights Justice charges. Oh my god, he's just got the perfect start versus my shitty start. Alright. Looks like we'll just loan here. Leave him with the 1/1 and loan. A lot of cards for him. But that's kind of the thing in Pally v Pally. Like you can't fear that, like him getting so many cards here. Because I can tell you not many people would do that, right? Like equip the Justice and just go into the Acolyte. But if I don't have the board, it won't even matter how many cards he has. I have already lost. Like cards are secondary in the Pally matchup. He's actually given us the board here, right? Yeah, he's playing very slow. That's one hell of a favor though. If I want, I can go up to 10 cards, but we'll play for board for now. But it's insane how I can go up to 10 cards. But those cards aren't going to go anywhere, right? We still feed him a card. Do we mill him? Yeah, we should mill him, right? Yeah, milling him is fine. I don't want to play the Banshee yet. It's probably going to be a long game. I'm going to need my cards in my deck. So I'm not headstrong as where I'm just going to be like, no, I say Banshee's good. I'm going to play her and she's going to be good, right? You got to identify when you got to take a step back and just don't Banshee yet. Oh no, the card draw. Man, this Divine Favor is pretty good. This guy likes to draw cards. He might be in the same position that I was in with Collins, where he has so many cards in his hand where he's like, what have I done? that was the best. That was the worst game I've ever played, but it was amazing. Gotta make sure the Cauldron stays alive. I got you, my man. Can't let that Cauldron die, baby. I might still kill the Cauldron here with Fungal Humility. Even though it'd be nice to keep abusing it for the thing. It works out pretty well. Because if that thing gets steeded, it's not good for us. And Fungal Humility works pretty well, and like I'm gonna get cards at some point, right? Just don't worry about it yet. Play for board now. It's worth the humility, I think, because you heal your guys for 6, no, for 4 total, right? So 1 mana, heal both your guys for 2 health. Witch adaptation, Hypertoad killer. Yep. Yeah, so killing the cauldron seemed like the right idea here. We might favor this round. Maybe even Banshee favor, take 1 mil. Yeah, pre-hit, my man. It's all about those sick pre-hits, no? So we'll be drawing 6 cards, we'll be milling 3. 11 cards in deck and a Banshee on board. I'll kill the first half of the steeds and I'll maybe pre-bump. Being able to kill the Banshee will be weird. You could also draw first and get 1 less card in your hand, get 5 cards only, which is still good. And then maybe you get a Death Speaker, right?
Let me think.
Yeah, I think I'll draw first here. You could just Lord of the Arena as well and draw next turn. But it's one of the more efficient turns to draw, I think.
Calm down! I'm a doctor! Move quickly.
Am I really not gonna hit anything? It's a reasonable way to spend our mana. Shepherd, welcome. Thanks so much for the sub. Good to have you here. Thank you for supporting the channel and enjoy those emotes. Hope you're having a good day here with us. Still a good favor, right? Still a good favor. Still an amazing favor. 3 mana, draw 5. I'm a little bit afraid of the mill in this game because it's such a slow game. So I'm not afraid of the 3 mill, but I'm afraid of Banshee staying alive and me having to mill at least 6 cards next turn. So that's 9 cards milled total when I'm already drawing 5 or 6 in that case. So I was really hoping for a juicy Death Speaker hit there. I guess, you know, that's kind of what I was looking for, right? Grim Necro, Death Speaker. I suppose Tal'Darim and a 1/1 is fine. Tal'Darim and a 1/1 was fine there. I pre-hit him in case of another steed. Or kings or bells or whichever buff he may have wanted to do. Just to make sure we can get through it a bit easier. Alright. So this round... If he has Primordial Drake, it's kind of bad. He hasn't used Stonehill yet, though. We get Arching Commander to 4/4, but it feels like I should develop and maybe let go of the out of the 6/2 or so. Let's see. I don't think it'd be correct for me to go Commander here. The risk is so big if he has a Consecration or so. We'll try again, weaken the better in Paladin especially. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let go of the 6/2 here.
For me.
That's still a more than decent Prime Drake for him, but at least we won't auto-lose. Blizzard releases the leaderboard early of next month. It took them like 2 weeks, man, now. And it's not uncommon for them to take so long. I am a fan of freezing his face. We don't need the Stonehill, right? Can still go for Terror next turn if we want it. Not bad, Peter. Decent trade-off, right? I'm talking about the EU leaderboards, Frozen Flame, by the way. Like, this is a good example here, right? I nearly Stonehilled, but there was no reason to develop a 1-4 over a 3-4. Freezing the face when you have Vine Cleaver equipped's super annoying, though. You want to be using that thing. I think we should have lost this game, and then our opponents went full Cauldron. That's the second time somebody plays a Cauldron against me in the mirror match and loses because of it. You just don't want to do card advantage in Pally v Pally. You want to be on the board. Clean. Got him. Hard to believe he had nothing to play with Cauldron. Yeah, no, I think he messed that up. You might keep Redemption, but you also want a 2, right? So we want a good 1 or a good 2, preferably both. Lone makes up for a slow start, but you still really want to get something good. Redemption would have been fine. I think it was an acceptable mulligan, though. Woohoo. That's still more than fine. You might get greedy here and do it, right? But if he doesn't get rid of this, you'll just Helder him and it's okay. Like, him not killing your minions is a good thing, right? Alright. So we could trade and loan, but that means we won't have enough power, especially with the Pixie pickup. This feels better. Okay.
Tremble before Talderon, mortals.
3-mana 3/3. Let's not do the whole EU and A thing, Cornholio. Alright. I think the thing with EU is you have higher averages in EU because there's a lot of people, there's a lot more people playing. Inadvertently, he set up our lone champion. It's a solid turn here. Being on 27 versus Hunter here with the board, it's looking good. Well, that's just terrifying.
For me.
Please just hero power. Okay, I can live with that. 1, 2, 3. He doesn't suspect the thing.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
For me.
Let's go. Tyrion Redemption. I kind of like just the board more. Tyrion's enough.
Awaken, my children.
It's not a bad Tyrion turn because you're not under pressure. The other one is to humility it. But I don't see a great play other than Tyrion, so that's usually a good sign that you should go Tyrion.
Sever my wrath.
Put your faith in the light.
Where does the priest rank as a class? It's probably bottom 4 for now. It's really hard to pinpoint classes. Double trade the 1/4. Buck, buck. That's pretty darn good here. We get Death Speaker to keep the bubble on our commander. The other one is to Redemption. I think the Death Speaker puts more stuff out. What do I mind the most for walls?
To Northrend. Don't test me, child.
A 4/2 Divine Shields, or 6/6 Taunt. Because he's gonna have the dog, I guess, a 6/6 Taunt.
Sense your struggle.
Victory.
Not seeing a great play, I guess we'll settle for Tyrion on curve. Yeah, but you'd be surprised how often it's bad to Tyrion on curve. Compared to higher tempo things, right? It's got a good deck. Got a fairly good start. With fairly good, I mean pretty good. Pretty good. So Redemption would have been nice, but the Death Speaker made him use a flanking on something that would have normally have died, right? So whatever. Maybe it would have been better to just go Redemption Squire, but let's move past it. We'll probably still be okay.
Stranger will offer you aid.
That could be really good. Definitely want to get a dude in.
Reporting for justice.
The light protects me.
Redemption would have triggered on the commander. Yeah, I think overall Redemption would have been better, right? Because you get a 4/1 Divine Shield. But this is fine, right? It's totally fine.
Eyes are open.
I can taste the
The
madness.
mana.
Reporting for duty.
I was gonna pull your bike lever. I'm so sorry.
Let's eat.
That's a bit of a tell, but whatever.
The battle.
The future is now.
Man, going through an entire Ashbringer, that doesn't happen too often.
I fight.
For justice. The battle.
Uther versus my head.
None can escape my fury.
I will fight with honor.
Huh, man, it's so tempting to keep the thug, but I don't think you do it. It's a rogue, right? They're more likely to be able to deal with it. You gotta find the justice, right? Maybe an ooze, maybe a beetle. I might keep lone or something. I would keep justice and thug, of course. But without the thug, it's a bit too... I mean, without the justice, the thug isn't good enough, I think. It's quite a gamble saying that you will find it. I don't like the abusive here. It looks like it's going to be pretty good on turn 4 on the lone. So we're chilling. Would have been nice to have the one we wanted to play on 1 though. Okay. Is a redemption better than a hero power? Good question. You play redemption, he coins out a 3. I loan.
Let me.
They probably can't kill it. I abusive the loan, kill his 3. My redemption's still down.
I must move quickly.
I think it's in his benefit to dagger this turn, so I think I will use redemption to incentivize him not daggering. And in the case of a dagger, he will probably check for get down, which will still be better tempo than a hero power. Because I'll kill the weapon charge regardless if he hits. Yeah, like this is fine for us. Ooh. I don't think I do it, which is weird, but it's not enough, right? You just loan and next turn you do it. How does Perditions perform here? Ping, smack, trade, summon a 2/1, Stonehill. Perdition's really common here. If you go Lights Justice Dude, smack his guy, maybe develops. I can't abusive and then still proc my loan. So I think it's roughly the same if it's Perditions, but there is massive upside if it's not Perditions. Like Shadowblade's not good here.
I don't need any of you.
So because of that, I'll go for the loan. If it's Perditions, it's roughly the same. If it's anything else, this is probably better.
Winter is here.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Now we're going in. That's a pretty big reward for our decision. We'll have to just hero power or maybe even humility this. We should make our decision before we execute, because otherwise it gives him a tell of what we're thinking about. If I go for the tempo humility, I'll have a 1/1. If his weapon is a Shadowblade, it won't matter. If his weapon is a Perdition, it won't matter, because my guys have 1 HP. Okay, I'll preserve the humility.
For justice.
Dude in the middle for betrayal. Dudes are more better than abusive. Not the one he pulled, right? No, not the one he pulled. I was going to Stonehill. Now I'm not. Killing the dudes makes sense. Ooh. That just increased our win rate by a lot. Would it be better for me to favor first? Or maybe I'm not favoring at all. Maybe I'm just going tempo humility here. I guess we'll get the information. Okay. I genuinely think Footman's better than Mastodon for us because we have to favor. Which means I could Dude Footman trade. Get the Vine Cleaver out next turn. Still have humility. I could also go for the favor this round. Which will cost me a Dude and a Footman on the board. Favor right now draws me 3 cards. 3 cards over Footman, and it's Footman every time, I think. I'll take my 3 cards, I think. Stick it on, follow up for the Vine Cleaver is pretty sick. So the one he pulled was a Perditions. He gave us more information that was necessary then. The Instinct is Vine Cleaver his guy, and it's quite strong, seeing as we'll have Hit Again and Stegodon as a follow-up. Could also freeze, but pretty happy with this. Vine Cleaver's just pretty much everyone's nightmare. It's just such an annoying card. The Fungomancer is a sure deal. So we should take the sure deal.
Let me think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
Mushroom power! I sense your struggle.
The battle. Sever my wrath. The battle.
Pretty happy we didn't go like Adapt Divine Shield. That would have sucked. If he bone mirrors that, it's not the end of the world. I might still even roll poison and kill it or something. Still a pretty nasty board for him. Hey Daikal, welcome back.
Truth is my shield.
Let me think.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
Okay.
The battle! I must move quickly. The battle!
He has no more Paladin cards, right? Missed lethal. As always, I'm more than comfortable missing lethals to not lose games. Killing your opponent a turn earlier is massively overrated. Not losing games, however, is a pretty good strategy. Eye for an eye. Well, I didn't take it, right? Oh,
I will fight with honor.
that's the kind of curve where you entertain the thought of keeping favor. But let's not. Ooh. Baby. Ooh, the full null as well. That's nice. The flexibility of Righteous on 1 is very high, so we'll probably still do it. But there's absolutely an option for going Coin Beetle into Righteous Redemption. But with Protector, you might bait the Dagger, and then you can follow up with Redemption and Beetle, which is also fine. Because this is an acceptable dagger for him. That's right, my boy. You dagger that thing. Look.
Repent.
We're playing quite fast if you play these. Next turn, just the Zealot versus Coin the Necro. So you keep a 1/1 Taunt Divine Shield on the board. Versus just a 2/3. Plus there's a chance you get to flesh out your curve with either a 3 or a 1. So I'll take it.
Must move quickly.
Yeah, next turn could be weak for us, but this turn is very strong. What was Tal'Darim up against? Ooh. It's a 3-mana 3/3. Like, it was trash. Can't exactly remember. Anyone here? Tar Creeper would have been massively annoying for us. Thalnos and Dollmaster Dorian. Thank you, excuse. Thalnos is just too slow for what we're trying to do, and we didn't need the 5-drop body, and Dollmaster is pretty understated anyway. So it was a fairly and I kind of needed a 3, so it was a fairly easy 3-mana 3/3. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thinking back to the draft, it was actually quite clear that we wanted to tell the rim. Surprise! She's back. Give me a good draw here, baby. Oh, so useless.
Repent. Only a fool rejects the Lich King.
Really, really slow turn. But we got an additional Righteous Protector with the Dagger Charge gone. Aww, where were you, Lester? That was so good. Baby Rage. Baby Rage. Man. That's... Oh. That would have been so insane. So much Baby Rage here, guys. Well, I guess we drawn. Give me them cards. You're giving them cards. Give me them cards.
For the master.
For justice.
For the scourge.
He might bob the shield himself out of fear of Steed. Now you can see why I say that Divine Favor is heavily underbucketed. Divine Favor has... It's almost always the pick for me in a draft because it's always up against trash. And I think it's because most people just play it super wrong, where they either don't draft it in the right deck, meaning they have way too much mid-game and late-game, or they cast it way too early. Like, you're not supposed to cast Favor until you really don't want to do any other things. Just like you saw in this run, right? We're doing Favor when we're out of other things, right? So that's when we Favor. Okay. Squire, Rock, kill the Zola. Pretty good. He's got another 5/5 in his hand. He can turn 1-cost legendaries into other legendaries. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
The light protects me.
For justice.
The Rock's also just been super solid. Yeah. The hard removal? Sap's so good. I didn't really have a great play around Sap there, so there's really no point, but my boy Sap winning games right there. I guess we just charge the 5/5 now. Maybe abusive, don't take 5 and smack the 1/3. That might change things, it might also not. You Divine Cleave with a 1/3 here. Still pretty annoying for him. Yeah. It's just hard to argue with Divine Cleaver, man. It's such a good card. Because then you get to go Commander Abusive on something next turn if you really need it. Or you get to develop your Rock. I also want to point out just how insane Divine Cleaver is every time where we skipped Steed. Yeah. I feel now that I'm drafting super responsible, I can definitely make those calls. And they're paying off a ton. We got pretty lucky in the draft though. Like I said, we got handed a Fungomancer for free. We got handed a Favor for free. That helps a lot. And he's trading because he respects Paladin cards. Which is why this card is so disgusting, right? If it wasn't in a class with Steed, people would just truck face, and it wouldn't be half as good. But they're trading, which makes it better.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
I think I like the Frostelli more than the Rock. To minimize the effects of removals here. I'll play into MCT because the 1/1 might be pretty important with the damage we got going on here. It's alright, J4s, don't worry about it, man. I've played a lot of Paladins and I kind of know what I'm looking for right now. And we got pretty lucky in the draft. Like I said, some cards just fell in our lap, right? The fungal just, nice, a fungal, right? The 2 Stone Hills popped up at the end. The Thug was free. We got Double Light's Justice, which I really love. We happened to get some good 1-drops, which is very good in Paladin. Looks like those 1/1s are important. A man of culture. Fellow Nightblade appreciator. Alright. He's dead, right? Boom! Alright. We can diffuse so much pressure here if we want it. It's really like Face can kill the 2/2. Argent kills the 5/4. Dead Speaker to 5/5 to kill the 4/4. 1/1 into the 5/1. He trades his 5/1 into our 5/5. We got Dead Speaker and Argent left. Bunch of dudes. Rock in the hand, Fungal in the hand. He's got a lot of legendaries in his deck though, or potentially. We could also just trade here, smack here. And not Dead Speaker, but I don't have a great alternative for it, right? But also abusive here, trade here. I'm out of time. I'm gonna go with the play I originally saw.
Justice. Reporting for duty.
That's good enough. I think I could have potentially done better, but this is definitely good. What's the other line? Abusive, the 1/1. Kill the taunt. Face one of them. Dead Speaker, Rock. Don't kill the 1/1. I like that line better, but I know better than to change my line on the rope. Because I know this line, it'll probably get me to win. So going for something else last minute, even though it probably was a bit better, didn't seem worth it. The reason why I like the second line better is you save your Archant and you put Rock in the way, so he can't trade the 5/1 into that. Okay. He's going full value here. How much damage do we have after he trades the 5? 8, 10, 14. Trying to figure out which legendaries screw us over here. Deathwing is obviously always on the list. If you push just with the fungal, and we play the Mystic dude, like we have a great play for the board, but
Let me think.
no, the play for the board is too good. I kind of need to do it. Just hope it's not Deathwing. This is too good for the board, right? You still set up lethal. Like, it's such an insane play for the board. Yeah, it plays around Prime Drake, it plays around Geddon. Not Deathwing. Nice. He's just answering now. Oh, he's got something else to play here.
This stranger will offer you aid.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
The battle.
I guess MC tech the rock, right? So I'll take my trade. Now show this shit to Collins, right? That's my boy Tanglefur. Popping off. There aren't that many legendaries that destroy you. Yeah, it's Deathwing, right? Deathwing was insane. Can't think of anything else in Deathwing that just puts me in a super bad spot there. Not gonna lie. Might keep it.
Shall be mine. I will fight with honor.
It's versus Warlock. Warlocks run you out of things. We're pretty low in the 4-drop department, but I think you're supposed to keep it. Nine 0 already? Never mind, great deck. Yeah. Love it. Love the way you did that, Shady. I'm a fan, man. I've always been.
This was not my contract.
See you working out. Alright. Let's have some fun with him.
Justice. I can't target still. For justice. I can't
Oh, it has its own line. I can't target stealth minions.
target still. I can't target still.
It's oh man, it's great that he explains. Oh man.
For justice.
Man, we're so confused. Like, are you sure?
Target still.
Are you sure?
Can't target still.
Alright, so 4 charges, turn 7.
Quickly.
I need to start using them next turn, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just so confused, man. Just so confused. Ha! In the business, we call that you baited, son. Wow. He doesn't go for the trade and gets rewarded. What a man. What a man. Trade and loan feels better than the others.
I don't need any of you.
Give me my justice back, man. You gotta do it with every class now. Yeah, I need to hear what they say, right? I guess they all have the same line, just different voices. Hits the ooze. Of course, of course. That's a nice hit here, though. It's a pretty good abusive this round. Sets up for a boy fungal. Don't think positioning really matters. There's no way it should make it through the turn. Abusive's been good. Can't complain.
Tremble before Taldaron, mortals.
Shady, you're such a noob. Yeah.
You act like a wisp.
Oh man, this fungal's gonna hit like a truck. Buff the 2/4 and down to oh. The positioning is super bad now though. Fuck. Alright, can I fix this or not? No! Why did I screw myself over? I should have put the 3/3 in the center. I was looking for it, but I was so sure he was gonna trade. There you know it, guys. Don't. Alright, so we work with what we have. We don't work with what we hope we had. If I buff the others, get a 4-3 and a 3-3. That's never better, right? You just one-shot it with the Tal'Darim and go face. You can trade the 2-1 in first and trade the taunt with the abusive. So you keep it 3-1. Is that better? I guess. For some reason I only looked at putting the 1 in. Game over. Shady position draw. I think this is better. Wow. Chat with the save. Alright, now let's focus. We gotta lure it into a Vine Cleaver. I got you uncovered. Trade and dark skills, really not bad. Lord and Smork though. Can't say no to a good old Lord and Smork. Get him, baby. Put that phase damage in there. This is worse. Oh yeah, I have 1 extra damage. But he would have traded, so it wouldn't have mattered, right? Like, it didn't matter. But you're right. We could have had something slightly better. Going for the dome, baby. The Vine, he's like, he kept that shit? And we're like, yep, he kept that shit. Sue me. Yeah. Where's you? I'm not gonna say it. Okay. Where's your ooze now, bitch? Oh man. Not getting hit by that ooze on the Vine Cleaver. Oh. Oh my god, that's so annoying, right? Yuck. How good is the heal here? Not great. We don't need the Stonehill yet. We can't play Tarim anyway. But I could get Tyrion for next turn. Pixie's probably better. So I push 4 face or I push 5 face, but that's not worth my Lord of the Arena. What a noob. He tries to hit stealth minions and keeps a 7 mana card. Yup. Must be Paladin. Not even close.
My blade burns with holy fire.
I will fight with honor.
Ooh, it's quite the mulligan. That's the instinct. Dig for Light's Justice. Dig for Righteous Protector, Ooze, Squire, Pixie. If I hit the Justice, I'm already happy. I don't want to go for the super big money, keep the thug. Because if you keep the justice, if you find it, it's already really good for this matchup. So I think you should go ham to find it. Like the thug keep is greedy and unnecessary, I think.
The light protects me.
Would Tarim make the deck better? The first one would. So would the second one, and the third, and the fourth. Probably the fifth as well. As long as I just keep replacing heavy cards. And the sixth, probably still.
I fight.
Not sure on number 7 though. We need a lot of late game to throw out then. Alright, need a hit here, baby. Good enough. What are you saying? Tarim's good? Yup. Ooh, man, the tempo loss is pretty real here.
Reporting for duty. For justice. The battle.
Do your work, Lights Justice, baby. We have the board, feels good, man. Yep. Well, we can probably prevent the steed from what it's looking like. Unless he just jams a bunch of 1/1s, but then the steed isn't as powerful anyway. Dark Scale's also just been fine. She's in a really, really low bracket. Oh my god. We can see why this guy is up here. He has cards. 2 dudes, yeah. So he'll get the steed off as well. But we still have a really nice Dark Scale turn. And if we can get the Vine Cleaver off, then the Tarim isn't as bad. Problem is he can Tarim next turn already. But nothing to be done about it. Still a good Tarim, which is disgusting. That just shows you how good that card is, right? So he's played 2 Stonehills, right? One was, yeah, so he has two taunts.
Should I?
Draft a Tarim? Please no. Okay. Quality's good, of course. Nowhere near as good as Tarim, which is once again just weird, right? Disgusting. Okay. That speaker's quite nice here. Drake is weird, but it's Pally v Pally. I'll pick it anyway. It's Justice doing so much work. Every hit was relevant. All the way up until the Vine Cleaver. Yep. There's Freeze's Face, and there's our own Vine Cleaver, and I think we do our own Vine Cleaver, and then next turn Freeze's Face.
For justice.
That's good. That opens up Primordial Drake a bit better.
Reporting for duty.
So all taunts are gone for now for Stalion. That's good.
At last, a worthy foe.
So we have the option to duck, 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 which is nice. He's on 13, you have a 4-8 and some 1-1s. That's play number 1. Play number 2 is face 1, 2, 1, 2, freeze, salad. Which is also not bad. He doesn't get to use his face, but he's off the board though. I think we go for the Prime Drake.
The battle. For justice. Reporting for duty.
Freezing his face means he can't follow that up with a Silver Sword as well.
Reporting for duty.
Bubblies. Steed. Weird that he pointed there. Ooh. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Him not pre-hitting there is really good for us. The stack's probably too nice here. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Sure.
For justice. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. I must move quickly.
How has the Stegodon been for you? Which one, Seth? I picked Vine over Steed, right? So. Oh, you mean the light fused? The light fused's been good, yeah. It was against the Piper. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely meeting. Wait, what? Oh my man. I guess get down, right? Yeah. That's why I like Redemption. People always think it's get down, and then weird things happen on the board. Oof. Too many dudes on the board. That's weird.
I must move quickly. I wonder. For justice.
I was thinking about popping a Death Rattle last turn. I should have. That's inexperience. Oh. Not what you expect after Vine Cleaver and 2 Steeds. That's fine if he wants to do this. Like, he kills the plants, that's fine. He's still just turning his 1/1s into nothings and our 1/1s into 1/1s. So. It actually helps us out a lot.
Reporting for duty.
Not on fire.
It's fine. Okay, that's pretty good here actually. We'll get some stuff out of the way.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
I wonder.
The battle.
Move quickly.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
Lots of value out of this deck. I like how the Death Rattle dude is just like still standing, sir.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, he's gonna be pleased after we empty out our hand here, but not much to be done about it. That's the second Light's Justice we burn through and a Cleaver. Oh man, we have been going in this game.
I don't need any of you.
Only a fool rejects the lich king.
The battle. Reporting for duty.
My duty is to the king.
Talarim's a 3-mana 3/3 for Ozransu. Alright, hit me with that favorite draw, baby. Oh man.
Reporting for duty.
For the scourge.
For me. The battle. The battle.
What's the reason you don't push 5 damage there, but trade? Which one?
Well played.
You'll have to be more specific. Like, which turn, like, what did I trade? He top deck Primordial Drake. And he knew it was over.
Reporting for duty.
Oh. But did he count on the top deck Stonehill him to tear him though? Clearly he did not. Classic noob mistake. Do we kill his card draw? I'm sure he can appreciate that bullshit, you know, pally to pally. That's what you get for emoting, my man. Hey, yeah. I think you want the lethal here, right? Also means Argent isn't out.
For the scourge. Must I slay?
Righteous Protector. It's not enough because I kept my weapon. Really? Really?
Well played.
You're in. I can see.
Oh, he's salty after that one. Ooh, man, the Banshee looks good. It might be Zoo. If it's Zoo, then we throw it. I think we mulligan for Zoo. It's really good if it's control. No favor. Diggy diggy hole, I am hole, and dig a hole. Diggy diggy hole, dig a hole. I might be good on the Stonehill, which we might play turn 4. The abusive doesn't do anything if I go Tangle for now. But if I go Stonehill now, it opens me up to more beats. So we won't.
They're strange.
My boy Tangle for. Oh, you don't really want to push their excuse. You're still playing a very board control oriented game at that stage. Banshee's pretty good on curve, but I don't think we can pass up this abusive Argent combo. Because you're likely to keep 2 bodies for your fungal. You could also go abusive Stonehill. That's pretty bad for Dreadlord. Really bad for Dreadlord. 3 health's better than a bubble in this case, I think.
I must move quickly.
Not on my watch.
This doesn't work as clean as we want it to. Because he kills the 2-2, and then you have to go in with your Tangle Fur if you want to trade that way. If you're playing Fungal. So there's a world where we just trade in Banshee. Depends on what he plays. Ooh. +1/+1 and Death Battle, sure. It's voodoo, man. That's how we get him to do what we want. Did we kill a 1/1? So he has 1/1/1. The Fa will clean us out. The option to full Smork is there. And it's tempting for sure. Because if you trade... Yeah. Feeling the Smork. Pretty nasty turn. Good fungal on curve.
Beetleberry, my favorite.
Let's start some trouble.
Not my dudes, no.
Why do you go?
That's pretty good for him.
I wonder.
Shadow Flame's not that bad if we kill the 5-2. I can taunt both the 5-5s if I wish. But taunting both might make it easier for him to defile me. Keeping one taunted might be better. Meaning I don't have to take the mill. I could arch and commander here. Push more damage. But I don't believe that's worth it. So we'll taunt 1 5-5.
Let me think.
Shields up.
In case the game goes a bit longer. I should make it harder for him to defile us. If you taunt both, then he gets to lower both their health simultaneously. This also makes Hellfire weaker. It makes him sacrifice his Mindbreaker. Whereas normally I don't think he had to. Yeah. Normally you wouldn't have to. That's annoying. We've been doing well without the equality. It's probably the first game where it kind of hurts. We can get through with the commander. That's something. He'll kill the Banshee after that. Not too many cards for favor. We could put the Banshee in and heal her up. Make a dude. Feels better. Why didn't you taunt the other 5-5? Literally spent 30 seconds explaining that, my man. I'm sure someone in chat can repeat it. Oh, you mean just taunt the Banshee? Okay. I don't think you have to take the extra mill there, but I'll give it to you. I think it was a better play. My apologies for being so snarky. Kind of focused here. I think your play is better.
Reporting for duty.
I don't think it really matters too much. It matters in that your other guy has 1 max more health, right? But if you pre-bump, it's the same, kind of. No, he just wants to get rid of the Banshee instead, Jenner. Ooh. That's pretty slow. He could kill the Banshee in the 1-1, forcing the 2-3 to go in. Looks like he's got a Drain Soul or so. Yep. Yep. He's paying attention, he kills a 1-1, that's a good trade. Let's take our time. Commander in the 2-3 and allows us to push 4, make a dude. The 4-5 can kill it without dying though. Meaning we could just go Stone-Ill Necro. Which is a pretty big setup for a Dreadlord, a Defile or so. If we go for the commander play instead, we'll have a 5 health minion, which is way sturdier. The Bone Drake will trade there, almost no doubt. Getting the Necro out is better if we roll Tarim off the Defender. But we can always go Tarim on turn 10 with the Necro. I think the commander play is better, but not by much. Just because the other play gets decimated by AoE.
Reporting for duty.
I got this.
Close call. I was thinking about saving the shield maybe. I'm just gonna focus, guys. I know there's questions in chat, but I'm gonna focus. Because I don't really like what I did here. I was thinking maybe preserve the bubble. We're just gonna focus. Even if we have misplayed, it's all about what we do from here on out. He didn't jam a Void Lord here, that's okay. The freeze is interesting. What? Okay. So what are we doing this turn? Dude and Stag. Next turn you can Lord plus something else, but you could also Ethan Ooze. Feeling the Ethan here.
Move quickly. The battle. Victory.
Going face is okay, but this increases the chance your poison makes it through the turn, which is nice. We've been sitting on the favor for a while, but tempo plays have been more important. Whoa, that is more than fine. Getting close. Primordial, please.
I must move quickly. The battle. For justice.
This puts him in Vine Cleaver range, so if he clears, it's good. It's fine. It's just taunt. The poison's dead every time anyway, so preserving it makes no difference. It's better to push more face. I don't like Etten because Siphon is enough of a swing to put him back in it.
So many possible.
I feel like we make the most annoying position for him with this play. It's not Primordial Drake, that's good. But seeing as he's still playing, I'm assuming it's some other taunt. So we'll have to try to get through it. He hasn't Stonehilled. Max Elemental. Alright. Let's get ready, boys.
I must move quickly. The battle. For justice. Reporting. The battle.
Going face with the 1 means if he taps, he's dead to 1 damage. You can kill one of the 1/1s, but it doesn't make it easier or harder for him to clear. Top deck the Sludge. Happy we pushed face. Might still be dead.
Move quickly. Well played. The battle. The battle. The battle.
Clean. Clean. There we go. Wow. A really fair 12-0 deck, to be honest. Right? Just 2 Stonehills for cheat. But honestly, in a triple steed kind of world, I think that's acceptable. Looks like Paladin's still in town, boys. It's just when you don't get this right, Paladin feels awkward. The Light's Justice and the Squire and stuff, they make everything flow so nice. When you don't have them, it feels a lot worse to play Pally. Divine Favor was pretty good. Like, just in the last game, it didn't do much. Hey, Cosman. Thank you, man. Paladin God. I'm not sure if I want that as my title, but thanks for the 100 bits, man. The Tal'Darim, just as a 3, has been fine. Like, we needed it. Tangle for overall was pretty good. Banshee did her work. We never hit fatigue. Stegodon was really good. Like, really, really nice. I remember some people in chat wanted the Witchwood Piper over it. Fine Cleaver was a beast every time. Frost Daily was useful. Commander over Silver Sword, I genuinely think was better. Because the deck never felt like it really needed the Silver Sword. Let's see what's in there. Couple of games you got lucky. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have to, right? For 12-0. You have to. No goldens. But we're nearly at 59. The only real cheat was when you top decked Stone into Terran. Hey, Hagata. Nice. I kind of wanted it because I have Shudderwalk. Now I can play the meme deck. Nice. We can play some Shaman meme now, guys. Poggers. We still need Baku. No, we still need Gen. Ooh, Golden Bright Ghoul. Not bad.